In today's world, fossil fuels and nuclear energy are the main energy sources that we use on a daily basis. However, there is an alternative to these non-renewable energy sources called renewable energy sources. Today, I will explain the different types of renewable energy, some differences between renewable energy sources and non-renewable energy sources, and the implementation of renewable energy policies in today's society. With this insight, I hope to persuade you to use renewable energy sources in your future endeavors. Now let's start off by getting to know what renewable energy actually is. Renewable energy is energy that comes from a source that is not depleted when it is used. There are currently 5 commonly used types of renewable energy: wind power, solar power, biomass power, geothermal energy, and hydroelectric power. Scientists are still continuing to do research on a daily basis to find newer and more beneficial and more efficient renewable energy sources every day. All 5 renewable energy sources create electricity in 5 completely different ways. Wind power uses the flow of gases over the Earth's surface to turn wind turbines, which in turn power generators that create electricity. Solar power uses the photovoltaic effect, which is when solar cells capture the light from the sun and convert it into an electric current. Biomass power is from any living or non-living organic matter that can be used as fuel, such as a piece of wood that you use on a fire. Geothermal energy is the use of steam from underneath the Earth's surface, such as a hot spring. The hot spring in turn turns the turbine in a power station above the Earth's surface, which creates electricity. Hydroelectric power is simply electricity generated by moving water. A great example of hydroelectric power is the Hoover Dam in Nevada on the Colorado River. Now that we know what renewable energy is, let's talk about some of the key areas where renewable energy excels over non-renewable energy. Renewable energy and non-renewable energy have many differences. For one, the availability of both resources are vastly different. Non-renewable fossil fuels were made over 300 million years ago and are depleting fast on a daily basis. Renewable energy sources come from the natural existing environment on planet Earth and are always readily available. Renewable energy sources do not pollute our environment like non-renewable energy sources do. Fossil fuels emit carbon when burned off, which causes smog, acid rain, and ultimately leads to global warming. Nuclear energy produces nuclear waste, which must be permanently stored and monitored in a secure facility to ensure it is never released back out into the environment again. Renewable energy sources do not create any type of hazardous waste or emit any type of pollution into our environment. Now that we know some differences between renewable energy and non-renewable energy sources, let's talk about how renewable energy sources are being implemented in today's world. Renewable energy policies are being implemented across the nation. States are now using renewable portfolio standards. Renewable portfolio standards are used for states to establish a specific percentage of energy that has to be produced from renewable energy sources. So far, 30 states have adopted renewable portfolio standards across the United States. The Department of Energy published that Maine, Washington, D.C., Delaware, Hawaii, Idaho, and Rhode Island all have 100% of their energy coming from renewable energy sources and within accordance with their RPS. States also adopted renewable energy credit systems. Renewable energy credit systems provide the ability for states to trade and sell excess electricity made from renewable energy sources. This allows individual states to earn a profit from their unused electricity. In turn, that electricity doesn't go to waste. States now allow net metering between power companies and customers. Net metering is when the power companies pay the customers for their excess power that they put back into the grid from their own renewable energy sources, such as solar panels and windmills in their yards or on their roof. So far, 42 states have solar power net metering programs in place, and 27 states have wind power net metering programs in place. In conclusion, I now hope that you know the different types of renewable energy some of the difference between renewable energy and non-renewable energy, and the implementation of renewable energy sources in today's society. I hope you now understand the importance of why we should support renewable energy sources instead of relying on burning, depleting fossil fuels. Now you should be able to make the right decision to use renewable energy sources so we can preserve our planet.